Something's missing. Yep. So, got the grill off. Gonna do quick. Gonna sand it down a little bit and then prime it, paint it like I did on the rear bumper. That paint's holding up nicely, and it'll look way better than it does now. It's relatively straightforward to get off. So this is the top of the bumper. There's 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here. So this is behind the headlight. This is right above the marker light on each side. And then across the bottom, there's 1 bolt by each of the valance, the little metal valance that comes down behind the bumper. This is directly above that. There's another one. There's where the frame rail goes, just there. And then 2 more on the other side. The metal or the rubber gasket that goes around the side here just slips on the side, and then across the top there's some Phillips head screws that hold it all down. So gonna brake clean the PB blaster off of it, and I only broke 2 bolts, surprisingly enough, and pulled out 1 stud on one of the marker lights, which thankfully did not break. It went back in. So I'm gonna, there's a little bit of a boo-boo in here. I didn't put it there, but it's in the bumper. It's right there. See how it's kind of bent in there? I'm gonna bump that back out lightly with a hammer and get some shade because it's hot. And then gonna wire brush all this down and get it as smooth as I can, and then we're gonna paint it up. Okay, so here we are. The inside of the grill, I flipped it over, painted it with this stuff, just a rust reformer, rust converter kind of deal. Dries to a semi-flat black. Same stuff I used on the bumper brackets in the back. Same stuff I plan to use on the frame as well. I did go over this thing with lots of brake clean and sandpaper and a wire brush, and then flipped it over, and I've got 3 coats of this primer, and then I'm going to finish it up with this 3 or 4 coats of this stuff. The same stuff I put on the bumper again. And this is a quick and dirty, make it look better from 10 foot. You know, you can still see the dimples and stuff, the metal. I found a rust hole here. I hit it with the wire brush. And so it's not going to be a, you know, it's a driver again. It's not going to be a beauty queen, but you know, from 5 feet away, it'll look fine. And you know, if it bugs me that much, then I'll come back with a filler primer, and then I'll fill it, sand it as smooth as I can, and then I'll just re-top coat it. But this will at least protect it for now. Okay, sorry, my camera died. So I guess the point was that if it ends up looking bad after I get it on the car, I'll come back and I'll do it again. But for now, this will protect it. It'll look a million times better from 10 feet away, and make the car look less abandoned, that kind of thing. So yeah, camera makes it look a little better than it is, but it's, you know, it's not going to be great, but it'll be better than it was. All right, I'll turn it back on when we got the top coats on, and yeah, see how it goes. So there's, gosh, I don't know, 3 coats of white, a full can. So again, same as before, you know, pock marks abound, but that's simply because I didn't prep the metal. I didn't sand it or anything. I just knocked the dust off, sanded the chunks off, and then primed it. But while that's baking, also working on the headlight surrounds. So I'm going to paint those with satin black. They're primed front and back. Same on both sides. The same self-etching primer that's on the bumper. And then these little guys here are getting some rust converter. They're the rubber or the metal brackets that held on the rubber gasket around the bumper or the grille. So yeah, a little bit of a paint station going on over here too. But figured it's all apart, may as well. Okay, well, since I'm painting and whole front of the Jeep is down there, may as well spray this too, right? So just again, the little wire brush, some mineral spirits, clean the PB blaster off, and then let that evaporate and hit it with this. Can't hurt, and why not, right? It'll look a little better in the meantime. Alrighty, there it is. 15 minutes. I got up in there. I got a little bit on the shackle, so I went ahead and just sprayed them. At least it looks intentional. Looks kind of silly with the rusty spring, but whatever. I got a little overspray on them, so it made sense to just do the whole thing. And I even sprayed up under here too, this front core support, which I might add is riveted on. I never noticed that before. There's a bolt in it here for, I guess, the steering bracket, but rivets. Don't see that much anymore, huh? Anyway, yeah, for about 15 minutes worth of work, and it'll dry over 24 hours. No one will see much of it, but one less thing to get covered in rust in 5 minutes. All right, folks, it's been several days. It is now Tuesday. Started this on Saturday morning. Everything's dried, everything's reinstalled. So, big reveal. There she is. Bumper's still kinked on that side because I'm just tired of fighting with it. I've stretched that so far, trying to straighten it. It's just the way it is. She's painted. Went with black on the headlight surrounds just to break up the white. And you know, close inspection, the black looks okay because that's smooth plastic, but you know, imperfections in the white paint just from the metal. But I knew that. Also, I'm going to mask off, and I may paint this the same satin black that's on the headlight bezels. Again, just to break up the white. And this would have originally been black. Either black with the silver, I think it would have been the silver grille and then the black letters. But either way. So with the rear, you know, similar to the rear bumper, it's far from good looking, but you know, from 10 feet away, it looks pretty good. And honestly, it's good enough for me. So, thanks for watching.